Hop in. Go, go. On Gawa.
Run over to this side.
On Gawa.
I can come over there.
Hey, the old guys in back. Yeah, no problem. Read about you. We got to stop there, isn't it? I like the way you're going.
I kind of benignly like to find somebody who's good at one thing.
That's not what this is all. This is new recording up. We go for a ride. I just put it up to record the unloading process.
Okay, we record the people scared and back.
What's that?
The back seat, they'd be concerned.
I don't know. Are you in the witness protection program or anything? Or
I'm not very.
do you consent? Do you consent? Do you all consent to audio video recording?
Yes. You have two engineers behind you.
Okay.
The one on your right side.
Because if you don't, I'll have to delete the footage because we've been rolling the whole time.
Okay, good.
All right.
Okay, contact. Clear.
All right, let's get free of the trailer. And then I gotta. Okay.
So how many miles have you gotten on this usually?
So I'm at 10,031.9 miles on the odometer.
Okay, and
It's got 310 miles of range
okay,
rated. This is the extended range. There's a standard range and extended range. This one is the extended. I need to find the trailer and tell it. We are not telling.
The reason I was asking is I was talking to a gentleman that had a Rivian at where we were hiking last week.
Yeah.
And he said that he gets around 300, so
Yep.
about the same.
Yep. About the same. Yep. Looks like it already disconnected the trailer. Okay. Here, might as well give you a tour while we're here. It's got AC inverters on board. So this is the AC inverters. Got 2.4 kilowatts out of the frunk. This outlet, the outlet in the back seat, and then in the truck bed is a pair of 3.6 kilowatt inverters. They're paired up for an AB phase of 220. So we got 220 at 30 amps output, 7.2 kilowatts out of the back, plus the 2.4 out of the front. Total 9.6 kilowatts. So we used this truck yesterday during the car show to fully charge his Ford Ranger pickup. That took me from 80% down to like 45%, I believe, charge.
They're pretty flat line too.
Yeah, so I got to the show at 80%. We charged up all three of those cars off of this truck, and I still had 90 miles of range.
Can you use Tesla charging stations?
Not yet, but 3 weeks ago, Ford and Tesla struck a deal. I'm going to start to get adapters for the Lightning and the Mach-E. Are going to start to get adapters come next year, and then the following year, the Ford vehicles will just have the Tesla port on them.
Already.
A week later, GM struck the same deal.
Okay. Will you be able to use their fast charger?
Yeah, that's what the arrangement's about.
Right.
Yep. Yeah.
I know when
So like that's the one thing that would prevent me from making our annual 2,000-mile trip to Chicago without planning the road trip like we do in my wife's minivan, right? We just load up, we get in, and we just go, right? 36-hour shot.
But you have to.
So in her gas, or she's got a plug-in hybrid minivan, so she's electric all year around town, except for that one road trip we do in the summer, and we're just running gas. So. collect some data.
Well, it's very quiet.
Engineers won't mind, I suppose, right?
No.
Yeah. So the one thing that disappoints me in the Lightning is the lack of data.
Really?
Yes. So I get this screen information for my trip. It tells me climate control versus driving, accessories, and temperature impact on my range. And I've gone 180 miles to get down. It took this long. This is our efficiency number. This is the only screen on the dash, though, that shows me the percentage of the state of charge. None of the other screens. So this screen with the trip, there's no percentage.
Nothing.
This other trip, no percentage. I got tire pressure. I got pitch and roll, grade percentage. I got some power graphs. Notice there's no integers, though. It won't tell me a number of kilowatts. It's just a bar graph. That's it. Like driver assistance is the cruise control stuff. And this is the calm screen. I gotta wait for this to go whoosh. And now I got a percentage. It's the only place that they give me that data. And there's no kilowatts of power, no kilowatts of regen, no bar graphs of energy usage.
Yeah.
It's really irritating for somebody who likes data, right?
Yeah.
So instead I take pictures of the screens. Yeah. Other than that, I mean, and that makes sense for, you know, most people don't care about any of that stuff, right? So. Otherwise, it's range estimates are always pessimistic, so you always beat them, right?
That's right.
You always go further than it says you can go. All right, so we're gonna take a right. Can everybody put their heads back on the headrests for me, please?
Okay.
Wow.
Oh, that really
You feel that? It's like being a catapult.
Yeah.
And you can still hear the radio when you do that.
You could.
That is really quiet.
If I ever listened to the radio. You guys know the neighborhood? Is there any other?
If the west end for the east end is this.
That was their headquarters.
Was it? That was the
They're
headquarters?
down on the other side of the freeway.
Yeah.
So Gary knows the chief of police very well. Big Kahuna, right? Chief Kahuna? He's from Maui.
Make sure we just turn around and head back.
Yes, I think so.
This is really, it's
Should we-
really
should
impressive.
we- You want to do a launch from a dead stop?
Very smooth.
It's got a great turning radius too, right?
It's not bad, not bad. All right, ready?
Headrest.
Headrest. And that's a pretty low state of charge. We're only at like 39%, so they do better when they're full and the voltage is
Higher.
high and more stiff.
What price range do these run compared to, like, say, the Rivian?
So this is the third of 4 trim levels. This is the Lariat edition. The trim levels are the entry-level base model Pro, then the XLT. This is a Lariat, then there's a Platinum above this one. This one originally last year MSRP for like 81.
Okay.
They bumped the price up by the time that I picked it up. The MSRP was 89.
Okay, well,
And so I got it with no markup.
Rivians are a lot more than that, so
I
this,
think Rivians kind of start there.
yeah.
Yeah. And yeah,
That's
most
not-
people are
that's
going to
not bad.
option them well past that. So yeah, this has got so this is a Lariat with the extended range option, so that adds like 8 to 12 grand.
Right.
And then I also have the max tow package, which means there's a second coolant loop for the powertrain. So like, you know, pulling a load up a mountain pass,
Okay.
no risk of overheating or anything.
What are you limited on towing?
So it's rated for 10,000 pounds.
Is it? Wow,
Yeah.
that's good.
Yep.
That's really good.
No cardiac arrest or anything?
I think they're all with
Hey.
us.
Yeah, I got a little bit more power than your plug-in hybrid.
Smart ass.
Yeah.
Gary, what do you think?
I'm sold on it.
He could buy one tomorrow.
Yeah? I don't think you can.
No, he could.
So-
oh, you can't find one though.
No, yeah, so I had a day one reservation. I reserved
day
this
one?
within 10 minutes of the reservation's opening. So my dealership, mine was the 4th one delivered out of 300 reservations at my dealership. I picked it up December 31st.
They're sold
I
out.
put the order in the summer.
Sold out till 2026.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Well, you can see why. I mean,
Oh yeah, it's amazing.
it's the fastest F-50 Ford's ever made, and quickest. I mean,
This-
everything.
This one will be for sale when my Cybertruck order comes up. Just put it out there.
It's gonna kind of make me sad.
What's that?
This truck going away because you fit it so
What-
perfect.
it,
It's
it,
you.
it, could,
This truck
it,
is you
could, it
now.
could go away into the
no,
neighborhood.
No, I'm not. I'm just not a big Cybertruck guy.
No,
But
no.
But I like.
But no, the Cybertruck's for me.
I know that.
Yeah, yeah.
No.
You don't have to matter.
I like this.
Yeah, I know. This is for sale. It can be
No,
yours.
I have no room for a giant
You'll have
truck.
to check
what's
with
this-
Maria first.
What's the
You
cyber?
know, she would.
But
No, that wouldn't work.
that's
She would like this.
Tesla's pickup truck.
If Maria
They're-
went for a
they're
test
doing
ride,
it.
she would
Yeah.
want one.
Okay.
They should be starting production soon.
Oh, really?
We're thinking first deliveries by the end of this year.
Oh, wow.
Fingers crossed. Then again, I sold my Bolt back to GM in 2020, early 2020, and I got a second Honda Insight to drive to work with no air conditioning because I was gonna get my Cybertruck Christmas of 2020 is what I was expecting,
I see.
and so that still hasn't come to fruition,
I see.
right? But it's inevitable. It's going to happen. The Cybertruck is the stainless steel body
I saw that. I read
exoskeleton.
about it, yeah.
Looks like a doorstop.
Yeah,
It's
it
very
does.
triangular.
Yeah.
Yes. So the looks are quite unusual.
Might be tough getting a cab for it.
It might be, but then again, so they used it at a groundbreaking event for a lithium refinery project that they're starting up, and they had a metal rack built for it,
Oh, did they?
a custom rack built for it, and it looks pretty awesome.
Does it?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely not going to take, a standard snug topper,
Right.
right? It's going to need custom stuff, but
Yeah.
people are going to build it. Right? I mean,
Oh, yeah?
they'll have
Oh, yeah.
they'll have accessories for it. So, it's mostly about like Tesla never holds back in their technology, right? So that's why they have the Plaid Model S is a 5-seat family sedan that will beat exotic sports cars.
Right.
Right, 0 to 60 in 1.9 seconds.
Right.
Right, they're doing 100-mile plus quarter miles easily, easily, right? So they're going to end up packaging that same technology into a pickup truck. I expect it'll be superior at rock climbing, and it doesn't need a snorkel to do water.
Yeah, and they're gonna probably be doing lift kits on it and everything else imaginable.
I'm not worried about doing lift kits. I'm sure they're going to have a very good approach and exit angles on it, right? So we'll find out.
Yeah, I've read about it. I've seen it on in magazines and on the internet.
Sure,
So,
yeah.
Looks pretty cool.
It's very unusual looking. It's definitely
Yeah, I was
not
looking at a
aesthetically
Rivian.
for everyone.
I was looking at a Rivian, and the one that the guy I talked to said that his had 4 motors,
Yep, yeah.
and he said he's getting 300 plus on it on the miles, and
Yeah.
he said it's unbelievable.
Oh, yeah.
While I was there, he opened up this compartment, and it made like a little table that you could put food on, or
That was under the rear doors,
it was
Between the
behind-
bed?
It was, between the bed,
bed and the rear doors.
Yeah.
Yep. It's the, what do they call it? They call it the gear tunnel.
Yeah,
And it's a tunnel that goes underneath the rear seat, in front of the bed, behind the rear seat, all the way across the cab.
Oh, really?
Yep, in one door, out the other door, and I think there's a center, like peak. You can open a little door
Yeah.
to get into it from inside the cab. Also.
Oh, really? Oh, I'll be darned.
Yeah, so that's an interesting use of like space that would be otherwise dead space in the
Right.
car. Yeah,
Well, he had
so
like a thermos and a bunch of other stuff sitting on there, some glasses,
Yep.
and wine and whatever.
Uh-huh.
And I thought, wow, that's pretty cool. Take it.
you want to check out the front in this? You should see the front.
Sure.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, there's no V8 up front. So what are you gonna do with that space?
Oh, that's true.
Front.
They call it the front trunk. Yeah.